Hi, I would like to share with you a bit of scripture from the Gospel of John. It's from chapter 5, starting with verse 1. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now, there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, which is called in Hebrew Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of sick people, blind, lame, paralyzed, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain time into the pool and stirred up the water. Then whoever stepped in first after the stirring of the water was made well of whatever disease he had. Now a certain man was there who had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he already had been in that condition a long time, he said to him, "Do you want to be made well?" The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no man to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up, but while I am coming, another steps down before me." And Jesus said unto him, "Rise, take up your bed and walk." And immediately the man was made well, and he took up his bed and walked. And that day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, "It is the Sabbath, it is not lawful for you to carry your bed." And he answered them, "He who made me well said to me, Take up your bed and walk." Then they asked him, "Who is the man who said to you, Take up your bed and walk?" But the one who was healed did not know who it was, for Jesus had withdrawn himself, a multitude being in that place. Afterward Jesus found him in the temple, and he said unto him, "See, you have been made well. Sin no more, lest the worst thing come upon you." The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had made him well. Now, in in that scripture is one of Jesus' miracles that was performed in in the book of the Gospel of John, and this was a miracle that he did on the Sabbath day, which really upset the Jews because because they of their mentality that no man should work on the Sabbath, also extended to that no healing could be done on the Sabbath. And of course, Jesus said in other places in Scripture that 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 on the Sabbath day the Jews loose their ox or their donkey to feed feed and get water. So why can't a man be made whole on the Sabbath? Just, however, the scripture verse I want to point to is what Jesus said: "Sin no more, lest the worst thing come upon you." And is that well, not all our infirmities come from sin, but they come from the fact we we are born into a world full of sin. And just I mean, people who are born blind, people who are born lame, people who are born paralyzed, people. I mean, just we live in a fallen world. I mean, and that's pretty much apparent. And here was this miracle pool that an angel would go and stir up the waters of, and whosoever would step into the pool when the water stirred up would be healed of whatever disease they had. That's basically the common belief of Jews at that time. And this man who couldn't walk for 38 years he'd been waiting to be put into that pool, but every time water stirred up, somebody goes in before him, and Jesus comes along and basically gives him his healing right there and then. I mean, this man was expecting Jesus to put him in the pool, but Jesus did one thing better, just and he just healed him right there, and just that, and told him, "Rise, take up your bed and walk." And so he did. And he's like, and people were amazed that this man could take up his bed and walk, but they were more surprised that he was like, it is Sabbath day. It's not lawful for you to take up your bed. And he had to say, this man who healed me just said, take up your bed and walk, and he didn't know who he was, and then Jesus shows up later when that man is in the temple, and he said, "See, now you're made well. Sin no more, lest the worst thing come upon you." I mean, is that saying that that he'd no longer be healed? Because there are faith healers who are saying that you got to hold on to your healing. Yeah, they like to take that verse and say you got to hold on to your healing, or else you're going to lose it, or something like that. It's like, I don't think that's what the scriptures are really saying right there. Is like the worst thing that can come upon a person is basically death, and after that people's judgment for their sin, and just like I mean, people don't like the idea that they're going to die, and then they're going to have to face judgment, like it says in Hebrews, and it's appointed for man who wants to die, and then to face judgment. But we're all going to face judgment at the end of this life. For believers, it's going to be for rewards, and for non-believers, it's basically to see if they measure up to God's standard of holiness, and Scripture says that whosoever's name is not found written in the book of life shall be cast into the lake of fire. And that's the worst thing that can happen to a person if they why these faith healers say you could lose your healing if you don't hold on to it is it's ridiculous. Jesus heals you. It's pretty much a done deal. There's the worst thing that can happen to you is just dying without Jesus. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you in this video. So, have a good day, and God bless you.